Drive time, back at it again. So, I recently watched a debate between Andrew Wilson and some dude named Coach Greg Adams. And the topic of the debate was, is marriage good for men? And I see all these people jumping in on the comments or whatever, completely misunderstanding one, debate structure, but two, the whole topic in itself. Now, as far as the debate went, you can look it up. It's easy to find. Again, Andrew Wilson versus Coach Greg Adams. If you just put CGA, it'll pop right up. But this coach dude has the same talking points that a lot of people have that I see. And he's basically the newest version of he's the newest Pander Bear. He's the next Myron or Derek Jackson or Yada Amin. Any of these dudes that just pander to one specific group of people because they know that group of people will pay a bunch of money for their advice. And it basically boils down to this. He can't make marriage work under a biblical structure. He is quite possibly the king of church hurt. And so he has this whole issue with doing anything under the guise of what the Bible says. And I see this a lot. And the thing that I say, and what a lot of people say on my side of it is, if you don't like the way the Bible spells out marriage, don't get married. It's very simple. But to say that marriage is not good for men is a blatant, flat out lie. And the crazy part is most of the people who say it know happily married men. But they will ignore all of them and only pay attention to either the damage that was done to them internally or some anecdotal experiences they pull out of one of their favorite celebrities. When the fact of the matter is, marriage has been good for men since the dawn of time. It's worked since the beginning. Always has. But Adam and Eve... I could go down a whole list of why that's wrong, but the issue that it comes down to, because I know that's where people usually go when I say dawn of time. Again, it works when you do it under proper structure. And anybody who knows the Bible well will tell you that the reason why that happened, because people love to bring that up, is because they fell outside of biblical structure. Every marriage that fails falls outside of biblical structure first, then it fails. When you follow the structure that's put in place for it, it works. And the easiest way to put this in context is, if you have anything, a car, a phone, a computer, a refrigerator, a recipe for something to cook, directions for point A to point B, when you don't follow the instructions, something goes bad. That's the answer. So when you ask, is marriage good? Yes. But when it goes bad, it's because somebody didn't follow the rules. And I can even make it easier than that. This is the same type of dude that is going to go around and say he's pro alpha and he's pro this and get money and get girls and get in the gym, and nothing wrong with that either. You should be in shape. You should have your finances in order. I'm never going to promote promiscuity because I don't think you can get a virtuous woman if you're not a virtuous man, but that's a different conversation. But to that, if you go to the gym and you work out wrong, you won't get results. Does that mean that it's not good for men to go to the gym? No. It means that in order for you to get the benefits of going to the gym, you have to work out properly. And anybody in shape knows this. Same goes for your eating habits. You can have abysmal eating habits and it tear your body up. If you eat properly, your body is fine. So it's no different when it comes to the topic of marriage. Marriage is absolutely good for men when done properly. And the problem is, too many people want the benefits that come with marriage without doing the work that you have to do to make it work. I know more happily married people than I can count. Plenty. And I know a lot of unhappily married or divorced people too. And I can trace back every single time where they stopped following what the rules are and watch it fall apart. It happens every single time. That's why when people talk to me about it, I'm like, marriage is not a thing. Yeah, you're going to get a license from the state, sure. But if you don't understand it from a biblical concept or construct, leave it alone, because you're going to fail. Sorry. And it's a lot of people that say, I know somebody who's not religious at all and they're married and they're one of two things happened. Either it hasn't fallen apart for them yet, or they actually follow biblical structure and that's why it works. And then there's the rare case of you just don't know what's going on with them and where the baggage is. But if you do follow how it works and it's absolutely beneficial. But these people out here, like this CGA dude that want to sell you books, are going to tell you, no, don't do that, but listen to me. I have the answers. Not the happily married guy, but me, the angry divorce dude. Come on, man. And for people want to know, just for clarity, yes. Going on, at this point, 11 years. And my mentors too. So, sorry. It always, and I say this to everybody I talk to, especially in marriage, when it fails, you can trace it back to one or both not following proper marriage structure, and that's when it fell apart. End of story. Yes, it's good for men, it's good for women too. That's why it's been around for as long as it has. But like anything else, if you do it wrong, it doesn't work.